This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime. In association with Micromax. Nothing like anything.
They say a home is where your story begins, but your journey to owning and creating your dream home begins here on Property It's Hot. Best projects, hot locations and beautiful homes. There's a lot to look forward to on today's show. Developers buck the industry trend, offer possession of homes in time for festive season. Check out Chennai's award-winning super luxury sky villas. And take a pledge to go solar in your home. How does it work? Coming up shortly. Bringing festive cheer to home buyers this season are a clutch of developers like Gurgaon, SUPERTECH and ANSAL, who are offering possession of their projects on time. But how did these companies buck the industry's common problem of late delivery? Onitam Ojha finds out.
A memorable moment in the lives of Mrs. and Mr. Anita Kamboj as they step into their new home. They are among the lucky home buyers who got possession of their dream home this Diwali in Gurgaon's ECOCITI Phase 1 project in Noida. Gurgaon's is giving possession to as many as 3,658 flats in this project launched in 2010. Ritu Amit Singh's excitement is written all over her face as she shares with us her plans to decorate her new home here at 4th Avenue, ECOCITI.
It is like a dream come true, and I have so many things in my mind to do, how my drawing room will look like, whatever sofa and other things which I have to put there, and the dining table, and in my bedroom I have to buy a bed, and I have to buy a bed for my kid which I haven't bought yet because I wanted to buy it when I will shift in my own home.
At a time when reports of delays in housing projects have been hitting the headlines, developers like ANSAL API have managed to buck the trend and hand over the flat keys to their customers.
The situation, it has to be a proper coordination between the projects and the government approval, everything coming all together. But it is a very, very important factor these days, and from the client's perspective. And I am very happy to state that ESENCIA we have delivered in record time of 2.5 years.
The feeling is like awesome. We have been waiting for this time to come for a long time, and the builder giving us this on before Diwali, it's like amazing. We can do our house, we can call our relatives. So feeling is matchless.
In the NCR region that has property hotspots like Ghaziabad, Noida, Greater Noida, Gurgaon, Faridabad, a total of 154 projects were to be delivered before June this year, and a total of 60,432 units were to be ready for possession. After being in the news for controversial reasons, some positive news from SUPERTECH as it delivered as many as 1,000 units in its ECOCITI and Cape Town projects in Noida and Greater Noida areas in the past few days.
I would say it has been smooth, and it seems the CRM team as well as the SUPERTECH team has reverted back in a timely fashion, and overall the experience has been smooth, yes.
Both real estate developers and home buyers have seen some of the darkest days in the past few months. With sentiments picking up and developers beginning to give possession, may this Diwali mark the end of the gloom in the sector and bring the buzz back. In Gurgaon, Onitam Ojha, NDTV.
In your search for best residential and investment spots in India, this week let's throw the spotlight on NCR. Listen in to India Homes Samarjit Singh and Investor Clinic's Nishant Singhal with their investment mantra for Gurgaon and Noida.
We found that Dwarka Expressway specifically has a lot of high quality development, and the kind of developers that have come there and announced projects are those that are reliable and dependable. And therefore, even though infrastructure bottlenecks have caused issues and delays, customers have found that there is a lot of interest in people buying even in the resale market. And this is what allows appreciation to come through. So our assessment is that Dwarka Expressway has seen this strong kind of demand and strong growth, and customers have done well simply because there is following demand for resale as well. And people are very sure that what they will get at the end of the delay is a high quality product. Our sense is there is not more than 1 year of more growth left there, because a lot of the upside has now been factored in. So our sense is that New Gurgaon is now showing greater prospect for the future than even Dwarka Expressway, given the fact that the quality of development there is much better, road connectivity is better, and actually people now have the confidence because the area around it is developing, and civic infrastructure, which was always a challenge, and social infrastructure is now developing in the area as well. New Gurgaon has another year or two at least of strong upside and will give buyers great results for the next year or two.
If you see the outlook for next 3 to 5 years, considering there are no new land allotments happening, no new launches coming up, and lot of deliveries will happen, and people will start living in this area, the return scenario would be easily 18 to 24% for people coming in today. If your investment horizon is around 2 years and it is end use, look at Noida Expressway. Obviously the budgets have to be now 1 to 1.5 crores in this area. If your budget is anywhere between 30 to 60 lakhs and your investment horizon is 3 to 5 years, look at Noida Extension, which is Greater Noida. And if your horizon is like 8 years and your investment amount is about 25 to 30 lakhs, you can look at Yamuna Expressway.
We have found is that the risks involved in Noida are very high. So regulatory risks is one, especially developer risk is as well quite high, because there's a lot of first-time developers who are able to do projects only in Noida because of the price point. So our concern has been that very often customers get swayed simply because they have better prices and more affordability, but they end up losing in the long run. So Noida has been a strong market, but the diligence required and the care required while choosing a project and which developer to go with has to be twice as much as, say, Gurgaon. One of the things we constantly recommend to Noida buyers is to speak with owners of homes that have been built by the builder who is planning to build your new home. Homes that is already developed and handed over, because that feedback is the true feedback from a reputational risk point of view.
Continuing with our series on NDTV Property Award winners, this week we bring to you Chennai's Olympia Sky Villas, which won the NDTV Property Award last year in the Super Luxury category. Combining the best in aesthetic functionality and affordable luxury, the project has transcended the boundaries of affordable luxury. Jeet Sanit takes a tour of Olympia Sky Villas.
It's only been a year since this family of 5 moved into their new home in Chennai's suburb of Navalur. And although it came at a price of over 3 crore rupees, it was money well spent. Why, you ask? That was the first question on our minds when we came calling, and SC Raghuram didn't need to spell out the answers. They just became more apparent when we toured his new, spacious, and dare we say designer apartment. Customization has been the property lawyer's favorite hobby when he isn't busy with litigation. Throw in a bit of art, and this home has all the makings of the family's very own creative canvas.
It should kind of blend so that when somebody walks into the house, there is no jerk, there is no jolt. So that is how the foyer was with the rock sculptures, and we used more of wood and raw rock.
Raghuram's family lives in this super luxury block of Olympia's signature high-rise project. Suitably titled Sky Villas, this project within a project has turned into a landmark of luxury living. And just last year, it even bagged an NDTV Property Award in the super luxury category.
And the winner is Olympia Sky Villas, OMR Road, Chennai.
But more importantly, the 6 years since Sky Villas was launched in 2008 have borne witness to just how a project like this began changing Chennai's luxury landscape.
We were traveling in Dubai. We visited one show apartment. It was right in the city, heart of the city, just a show apartment. Just on the road it was there. So it was a ground floor and elevator in the first floor. We were really, it is something like what I personally would have aspired for. We tried to build that and deliver it to our customers.
This Middle Eastern inspiration aside, Olympia's project promises the best of both worlds. Large, spacious villa-style homes placed one above the other to transform into a luxury high-rise. Villas with a view. And with views like these, you don't have to look too far to find real luxury.
The USPs of Olympia's Sky Villas are two-pronged. A, the spacious luxury that came with the project, and B, the fact that scope for innovation was something that already existed within these walls. In fact, it was these USPs that the Olympia Group set out to work with when this project was launched back in 2008.
Taking off from the idea, RSP Design Consultants was the firm entrusted with drawing up plans for this ambitious design. A job that wasn't too hard for the firm, simply because the location was nearly perfect for what was soon to be a cross between a villa and a high-rise apartment building.
There are a lot of ideas which we brainstormed with the client. One of the things that we looked at is, to take the villas as such, which sit on ground to an elevated level. So take it up to the sky and having the view of the backwaters. The way we position the tower is such that no other tower is falling in the way. There is no hindrance.
Today, post-completion, Olympia's Sky Villas is a testament to Chennai's entry into the big league of luxury real estate. With a bit of sustained aspiration, more inspiration, and just the right design, super luxury homes in this laid-back realty market could soon be very, very real. In Chennai with camera person Edwin, Jude Sanith, NDTV.
And with that, we'll take a small break on Property It's Hot. On the other side will be our home improvement section. Stay tuned to learn all about going solar in your home.